Unit 1 Review, Question 5. So let's highlight our givens and our goal. Dara was throwing shot puts in gym class. Her first throw went 46 centimeters further than her second throw. If her first throw went 305 centimeters, I see the question coming, and that's our goal, so I'm going to highlight it in green. How far did her second throw travel? So I have a diagram set up here. It said that her first throw went further than her second throw, so I made this line longer. And here's her second throw, and the difference between the first and the second equals the first. So these two combined equals this. So let's fill in the information we're given. Well, her first throw went 46 centimeters further than her second throw, so that's this distance right here, the difference. Then it says her first throw went 305 centimeters. Well, that's this length right here. And we are trying to find how far her second throw went, which is this green piece right here. Okay. So notice from the diagram that the second throw is 305 minus the difference between the two. Then we'd get this smaller piece here. So we want 305 centimeters minus 46 centimeters equals, and that would be 259 centimeters. And you can do this by hand or on your calculator. Let's look at the next one. Denise made her rent payment of $900. After she paid, she had $253 left over. And here comes the question. How much money did Denise have before she paid her rent? So here's our diagram. Okay. Our goal is to find the total amount she had before she paid her rent, which is this piece right here. And that's two parts combined. That's her rent and however much she had left over. Well, we're told her rent is $900, and she had $253 left over. So notice if we combine these two lengths together, we get the total amount she had before she paid her rent. So we want to add. So $900 plus $253 equals, well, that would be $1,153. Look at the next one. At age 3, Carla's son weighed 496 ounces. At age 4, he weighed 576 ounces. Now here comes the question. How much weight did he gain in a year? So here we have the diagram. We have age 3. He weighed less than at age 4. That's good. Okay. And there's a difference between age 3 and age 4. This piece right here, if we add this on to age 3, we get age 4. So let's fill in the pieces that were given. We are told at age 3 he is 496 ounces. And at age 4, he's 576 ounces. And we want to know how much weight did he gain in a year, so that would be the difference. Okay. So if we take the age 4 weight and subtract the age 3 weight, that will give us the difference. So 576 ounces minus 496 ounces. And subtracting that, the difference would be 80 ounces. Let's look at the next one. Donna swam laps at the pool using freestyle and breaststroke. She swam 5 more laps freestyle than she did breaststroke. If she swam 19 laps freestyle, here comes the question, how many laps did she swim in total? So we have the amount she swam breaststroke and freestyle, okay, and we're told in this sentence right here She swam 5 more laps freestyle than she did breaststroke. So that's why freestyle is longer, and that means the difference between these two is 5 laps. We're told in the next sentence that she swam 19 laps freestyle. So this is 19 laps. Now notice this piece is missing, how many laps she swam breaststroke. Okay. But also notice the question asks us how many laps did she swim in total. Okay. So we need to find how many she swam breaststroke, but then we're going to need to combine these two amounts to find the total. So first let's find breaststroke. Okay. Well, that would be the 19 laps freestyle minus the difference of 5 laps would give us how much she swam breaststroke, which is, oops, I put 1 there. 19 minus 5, so that's 14 laps breaststroke. So we'll fill that in. So this is 14. And then how much did she swim in total? Well, the total would be adding the, we'll just put BS, oh, we'll put B-stroke. B-stroke for breaststroke laps and FS for freestyle. Okay. Well, that would be 14 laps plus 19 laps, which gives us a total of 33 laps she swam in total. Let's look at the next one. Last month, Carrie worked night shifts 4 times as much as she did this month. Okay, so this is a multiplicative comparison between last month and this month. Last month, she worked 20 night shifts. Here's our question. How many night shifts did she work this month? Okay, so I have a diagram set up. It said last month she worked 4 times as much as she did this month. So I make this month, whatever that is, we're going to give it this length. Okay, and then last month it would be 4 times as much, so 4 of the lengths of this month. Okay, then we're told last month she worked 20 night shifts. Okay, so this is going to total 20, we'll put 20 shifts. And we want to know how many shifts she worked this month. Okay. Well, notice we want to break 20 into 4 equal pieces to find what this month is. Okay. So if we divide 20 by 4, we'll have 5. So notice if this is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, this totals 20 shifts, and this month is 5 shifts. Okay. So she worked 5 shifts this month. Okay. We divided last month's by 4 to get the result. Question 10. Bethany rode her bike at an average speed of 6 miles per hour. If she biked 24 hours this month, here comes the question, how far did she travel in miles? So notice I have some relationships here. Distance equals rate times time. And this can be written in a few ways. If we need to know the time, we can divide the distance by the rate. Or if we want to know the rate, we divide the distance by the time. So let's see what pieces of information we're given. An average speed of 6 miles an hour, well, that's the rate or the speed. The speed is a rate. If she biked 24 hours this month, well, 24 hours is time. So we're given the rate and time, so they should ask us for the distance. They say, how far did she travel in miles? Well, traveling in miles is a distance. So that means we want to use this formula, the one that has solving for what we want. Distance equals rate times time. So her distance equals 6 miles per hour times 24 hours. Okay. And then 6 times 24 is 120 plus 24. You can do that on your calculator or by hand. And that is a total of 144 miles. Let's look at the next one. A piece of poster board is approximately 96 square inches. If the length of the poster board is 12 inches, what is its width? And that's our question. Okay, so we're assuming it's a rectangular piece of poster board, and we need to use one of these formulas. So we know that one way to think of multiplication is area and its length times width. So other ways we can rearrange this formula is length is area divided by width, or width is area divided by length. So we want to see what we're given. Well, when this says the poster board is approximately 96 square inches is a measure of area. Okay, so if we have a poster board, we have a length, a width, and we measure the inside with little squares. They say that this is the length, so we can say the length is 12 inches, and we want to find the width. Okay, so we're going to use the formula that's solve for width, which is this one right here. Okay, so the width, equals the area divided by the length. Okay, and you can do this on your calculator or by hand, and this result is 8 inches. Let's look at the next one. Mark's favorite t-shirts are on sale for $25 each with tax. Mark has $175, and we want to know what is the greatest amount of these t-shirts that Mark can buy. Okay. So another way to think of this is how many 25s are in 175. Okay. So he could buy one shirt for $25. Okay, I'm probably not going to make this perfect, but we'll do our best. So that would be one shirt. If he bought 2 shirts, notice that's $50 in total. 3 shirts would be $75 in total, etc. Okay, so we could keep filling this up. Another way to think about this is division. How many 25s are in 175? Okay. And I know there's 4 in 100. Okay, and then there's going to be 3 more. And I knew this wouldn't be perfect, but it's close. Okay. So you could think of quarters. There's 4 quarters in $1. If this was 175 cents, that would be a total of 7 quarters. Or in this case, we have 7 shirts. We should write this was $25 per shirt, giving us a result of 7 shirts.